How about those Devils? How about those Devils?
How about those Devils? Well, welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And your New Jersey Devils returned back to the Rock for Game 4 in the 5-game homestand, looking to erase the horrible taste left in our collective mouths after that absolutely brutal loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs the other night, hosting the LA Kings last night, and your New Jersey Devils dug deep. Oh, they dug deep, my friends, and gutted out a miraculous, a beautiful, an artistic 3-1 victory over the Los Angeles Kings. What a game, what a night, what a team. I love this group. And obviously I have to know. I must know.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? This team, what a bounce back. This team, my friends, that Maple Leafs game left us all stunned and depressed. And they got back to business, and they erased the memories of that one. And did they erase it in a hurry? As some of you know have been around here for a while, win or lose, we booze. Tonight, I'm going with the Dirty Devil vodka, the official vodka of the great Martin Brodeur. Smooth as hell. Just going to pour a little bit of this on ice here. Already had a little bit, so just keep it a medium-sized beverage here. Win or lose, we booze. Cheers to my Devils fans. What a night. And I really love this group. Absolutely love this group. Happy holidays to all of you. Appreciate the continued support. If you're in New Jersey, I hope you're safe from the drones, the UFOs, whatever the hell's flying around in the skies. Hope you're safe from all of that. Hopefully we find out what's going on soon. But what a game, and I am jacked. We get to the game, and this one was very tight, as expected. A lot of teams have now come in with the mindset and the game plan of shutting down the neutral zone, making the Devils work for their goals. Don't give them that speed transition game. And the Kings tried to employ it again last night. First period, super tight, not a lot of ice out there, but your New Jersey Devils, super stingy defensively, just looking absolutely shut down out there. First period, a scoreless first period, which saw the Devils get 9 shots and the Kings only get 1. 1 shot against in the first period. This is reminiscent of the Dynasty Devils. I'll come back to that later, but wow, 1 shot allowed. Unbelievable stuff. Scoreless first period. After the period, I was like, okay, we had some chances. We seem to be getting the better of the play. Hopefully we could just continue on and not have a repeat of the last game where we got goalied, where Stolarz stood on his freaking head and stole the game. Was hoping to avoid a repeat of that. After the first period, I was feeling optimistic but still frightened because we did dominate the Maple Leafs for the majority of the previous game and still came out with the loss. But tied 0-0 after 1, we go to the second. Late in the period, Jack Hughes enters the O-zone, coming in with some speed. He ends up in a 2-on-1 with Palat. He gets in tight, and instead of shooting, for some reason decides to force a pass across the Palat that gets broken up. Kings go the other way. Luke Hughes randomly falls down in the neutral zone. It allows the Kings a clean entry into their O-zone. A couple passes, and Jordan Spence rips a one-timer through Markstrom, giving the Kings the 1-0 lead at 16:41. A soft goal, one that Markstrom would definitely want back, and really stung in the moment the way the game was being played because quality chances were at such a premium. Not a lot of ice out there for these guys to operate, and that goal felt like a real big stab in the chest. Completely shocked that Jack passed up the shot there. I'm not sure why. Maybe maybe it's in the back of all their heads that we haven't been scoring a lot as of late, and maybe he was looking to make the extra pass for a pretty goal to Palat. Either way, I definitely expected a shot there. I think most of you that I spoke to in the post-game live thought Jack was going to rip one there as well. Instead, he forces the pass. For whatever reason, it gets broken up. Kings go the other way, take the 1-0 lead at 16:41 off that Spence blast. And I'm a little depressed. I'm like, oh, boy, here we go. We're going to be down 1-0 going into the third. But not too long later, redemption is made. Devils working it around in the O-zone. Jack gets it in the corner and turns on the Jets. He's in the corner, and he just motors his way all the way to the other wing, through the middle of the ice, cuts through the side of the circle, and just rips one in tight that deflects off Palat into the net, tying the game at 1 at 18:56. Everyone on the planet thought this was Jack's goal, including Jack. He led the line celebration back to the bench. He was in front. He thought he had the goal. And then we see on the replay that, in fact, Palat to flex it in front. Ondrej Palat, his 5th of the season from Jack Hughes and Bratt at 18:56, tying it at 1. Palat with goals in back-to-back games. Let's go. Let's go, Pally. I'm rooting for you. A lot of us have been down on him throughout the course of the season. Obviously, he makes a ton of money, and we've gotten limited production thus far. But, let's see. He does make some great plays. And tonight he had another timely goal, tying the game late in the second period, 18:56, 1-1. That is how the period ends. And we head to the third, tied up at 1. And now I'm like, oh, boy, we're in for another one. The Heart Attack Kids. Nothing could ever be easy with this team. It's going to be one of those knockdown, drag-out type of games. And I had a little knot in my stomach. I'm not going to lie. I really did. A lot riding on this game. Game 4, the homestand, only getting 3 points in the first 3. This was a gotta get 2 points in this one. We head to the third, and Jack makes plays once again. Brendan Dillon flips the puck up from the D zone. A nice little sky job. He just flips it up. Devils pursuing a Kings player, tries to bat it out of the air, misses. Palat picks it up, breaks down the wing, and threads a backhanded pass through traffic across the ice. Jack breaking to the net. Bang! Jackie's 12th of the season from Palat and Dillon at 12:58, giving the Devils a 2-1 lead. All the credit in the world goes to Palat here. I mean, wow. He was trailing. The King player missed the puck in midair. Bratt kind of served as a pick almost to kind of take a King away. Palat grabs it, goes up the wing, and uses his veteran vision and hands. He's got veteran vision and veteran hands. He's moving with the puck, and he sees the traffic, and he just gets a beautiful backhand pass through everybody right to Jack, right in the back of the net. Devils up 2-1 at 12:58, and now I'm just like, hold on. A little over 7 minutes. Please, we need this. We really need this. A little while later, while shorthanded, Brettpesce intercepts a pass in the neutral zone, passes it ahead to Jack Hughes. Jack comes flying in, tries to rip a shot on net. It gets blocked by the defenseman. The puck shoots right out to Pesce, and Pesce wrists one right past Rittich, giving the Devils a 3-1 lead. Brettpesce's first goal as a member of your New Jersey Devils and his 200th career point. Unbelievable. Pesce's first of the season, shorthanded at 17-17, giving the Devils a 3-1 lead, assisted by Jack Hughes. That is how the game would end. Unfortunately, we couldn't add one on the empty net. We had a couple close calls, some chances on the empty net. Couldn't get another one, but it doesn't matter. Your New Jersey Devils come up victorious 3-1 in a beautiful gut check victory. This is one of those ones where they had to dig deep. I'm sure they were thinking about the last couple of games getting shut out by Colorado, losing that awful one to the Maple Leafs after dominating the whole game, and they dug deep and got it done. Heading into the third period, tied at 1, found a way to win. Jack Hughes with his 8th, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, his 8th 3-point game of the season. What a young stallion. Number 86, Jack Hughes, a state of New Jersey treasure this kid is. And when he's on, guys, you already know Jack Hughes is the elite of the elite. His 8th 3-point game of the season. You absolutely love to see it. Ondrej Palat with a goal and an assist for 2 points. And wow, what a beautiful outing for this club. They needed this one badly, and I could not be happier. This was a big, big win for your New Jersey Devils. We look at the game stats. Kings with 13 shots on goal, Devils with 26. Kings edging them in the faceoff department, 56% to 44%. Kings 0 for 1 in the power play, Devils 0 for 1 in the power play. They got to get that power play clicking, man. It seems like forever ago since they scored a power play goal. Kings with 18 hits, the Devils with 27 hits. Kings with 20 block shots, Devils with 16 block shots. Kings with 20 giveaways, Devils with 15 giveaways. Kings with 7 takeaways, Devils with 4 takeaways. And your New Jersey Devils, baby. Your New Jersey Devils now with 5 points through the first 4 games of this homestand, looking for a big victory on Saturday at home again to close out the 5-game homestand against the Blackhawks. And a win would give them 7 points out of a potential 10 during the 5-game homestand. If you recall, your boy Ace was hoping for 7 points out of 10. That was my realistic hope/expectation, and that was my prediction. Going into the homestand, I said, we need 7. I think the boys get 7 points. and they have a chance to hit that 7-point marker with a win on Saturday against a struggling, below-average Chicago Blackhawks team. But as I've also said time and time again, and we all know, on any given night, any team in this league can beat any other team. The parity in the NHL is second to none, in my opinion. More so than any other sport, a quote-unquote bad team can beat a good or great team on any given night, especially when a goalie's on. So many variables in hockey. It's a game of mistakes. All it takes is a mistake or two to turn the tide, and this bad team can beat a good team. There's no gimmies. No one is laying down and dying. No one's giving away wins. Devils are going to have to bring their A-game. Hopefully they come flying out of the gates like they have been for the past couple nights. I mean, even in that Maple Leafs loss, they did play a very good game. They just couldn't get pucks past Stolars. They played a great game again tonight, in my opinion. Very sound defensively. Capitalized on their chances. And this New Jersey Devils team, guys, there is just something about them that I absolutely love. I've mentioned in the past before that this team, the roster construction, feels the most like the Dynasty Devils, in my opinion. It really does. Hopefully Markey can continue to perform admirably. Not a great goal given up tonight, but he made some big saves in the third when it mattered. Got the shooter to go wide on the penalty shot, which, by the way, I thought was BS. There's 5 bullet points of criteria for a penalty shot, and the last one being denied a reasonable scoring chance. The fact that he got off a shot, I thought, meant he was not denied a reasonable scoring chance, because hypothetically he still could have scored. He got a pretty clean shot off after the infraction, and I thought we would just get a 2-minute minor there. He was awarded the penalty shot. In the end, probably worked out better for the Devils. He missed. Who knows what would have happened on a power play, but I did think that was a charitable penalty shot that was awarded there. I did not think it warranted one. I think a lot of other people were a little bit confused by that as well, but as you know, the officiating in the game right now is kind of all over the place, especially with the reviews. You never know what you're going to get. Each crew is kind of inconsistent, in my opinion. I digress, but Markstrom played well enough for the win, and like the old Devils teams, great goaltending, or in this case, I would say good goaltending. The old school Devils obviously had great goaltending. I mean, come on, we had the GOAT, the great Martin Brodeur, but solid goaltending, a great defense, limiting them to only 13 shots tonight. Pfft, what a defensive effort by your New Jersey Devils. Blocking shots with 16 block shots, hits 27. I mean, this is how you wear teams down, and this is how you make it tough to win. Heavier, edgier, more violent. That is how you get it done. And wow. I mean, what is there? If you're not a believer, guys, after every loss, and after that Maple Leafs loss, some of you disgusted me, honestly. The people that just jump ship and give up on the team in December after a well-played game that we took a tough loss, people talking, oh, the Markstrom this and the goalie's that, and we can't score. This is a very good hockey club, guys. General Keefe has this team slowly molding to the identity he wants them to have, and part of that is going to be a very solid defensive structure. We held a very good Kings team to 13 shots tonight. We were blocking shots. We were hitting. Heavier, edgier, more violent. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering the sweet hat I have on, the heavier, edgier, more violent winter hat, fully embroidered. You see the logo there, nice stitched. The backside with a beautiful Runnin' with the Devils logo. On the website now. Great stocking stuffer. I'll put the link in the description, so if you're looking for that, keep your head warm, support the channel. Heavier, edgier, more violent. Hats on the website now. And also, if you're looking for a little stocking stuffer, we also have a couple Brendan Dillon scrap signed photos. These would make awesome Christmas gifts or stocking stuffers as well. Some action fight pics from Brendan Dillon, inscribed with the official mantra of the new look New Jersey Devils and this channel. Heavier, edgier, more violent. Link in the description for those as well. Happy holidays to all, but wow, I really love this team. This is a signature win, in my opinion, just wearing a team down. They said, we're going to clog the neutral zone. The Devils said, no problem. We will play this game with you. We will play the chess game. We will wait for our chances. And the Devils made it very difficult on them. And if they play this kind of game, night in and night out, come out of the gate and just smashing people, they're going to be a tough team. I hope we can see them consistently play this way. It seems like on some nights the switch is off, in my opinion. Now, I don't know. I don't have a theory as to why that is, but it's just, human nature. Not every game they come out with this tenacity, but last night was a masterpiece. If they continually play like this, we're going to be at games at the Rock, guys, in at least May. I want to be at the Rock in May, in shorts, going to New Jersey Devils hockey games. I really want to be there in June, but May maybe might be the first step before the group finally gets over the hump. Why not us? I do believe this team is capable of going all the way. I'm not predicting them to do so, but I do believe the makings are there. And with a couple little tinkerings, if Fitz could pull it off, I do believe this club can make a run, and it could be a seriously special season for the New Jersey Devils and all of us as fans. Another side note I forgot to mention, before the game we find out Tomas Tatar scratched and Curtis MacDermid, the toughest man in the National, inserted into the lineup. And as you all know, I love this man. The Devils are now 9-3-1 with Curtis MacDermid in the lineup. Let me repeat that. The Devils are 9-3-1 with Curtis MacDermid in the lineup. And for those of you that are mathematically challenged or too lazy to do the calculation, let your boy Ace do it for you. That is a 731 points percentage for the New Jersey Devils with Curtis in the lineup. I would say the results are undeniable. There's not much that you could really say to detract from that. You could call it a coincidence. You could call it whatever you want. The reality is the results are there, and this team is playing 731 hockey with Curtis MacDermid in the lineup. And now, for those that don't understand, yes, in a vacuum, I agree that a guy like Tatar is a better hockey player than Curtis MacDermid. With that being said, Curtis MacDermid brings things that Tomas Tatar does not. And one of them is changing the way the opposition plays against you. When teams see Curtis MacDermid lurking out on the ice or on the bench, they know in their head, if I do something stupid, if I take a cheap shot, if I take a liberty, this absolute animal is going to come and absolutely break my face. Who wants to deal with Curtis MacDermid? Not many guys. There are a handful of warriors in the league that will willingly square up with him, and kudos to those guys, modern-day gladiators. But the majority of the guys in the NHL want absolutely no part of Curtis MacDermid, and teams play accordingly. I believe it was the Ducks game. I've talked about this before as well. A few weeks back, there was a play that I'll never forget where the puck was going to the corner, and I believe it was the Ducks game. The Ducks defender had a step or two on Curtis MacDermid, and he saw MacDermid going for the puck in the corner, and he kind of peeled back and let MacDermid get the puck because he knew if he continued on his path to the puck, Curtis MacDermid was going to plaster him into the boards and glass. He wanted no part of it. Teams play differently when he's there. I think the boys like his presence. Even when he was signed in the summer, Tom Fitzgerald said that he's a great locker room guy, that his teammates really like him being around. They like his presence, and I think there's something to be said for that. I think they like him on the bench. I think he pumps the guys up. He's been around the league for a while now. He was part of his Stanley Cup winning team in Colorado, and whatever it is about Curtis MacDermid, there is a Big Mac effect on this club. The record speaks for itself. I've been talking about this for weeks. I'm glad more people are on board now. 9-3-1, 731 hockey. There's not much more to say. Overall, a beautiful performance by the Devils. Great defensive effort. The offense generated goals when we needed to, and it was a beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful game. Team flying high, fans flying high. And they got to finish this homestand Saturday with a big win. Got to finish it off. That would get that 6th and 7th points of a possible 10. That'd be 700 hockey for the homestand, which included some decent teams in there. I'd be super ecstatic with that, and I'm sure the team would as well. But I'm super excited for Saturday. This is going to be a big one. The Connor Bedard show coming to New Jersey, one of the more skilled, hyped-up players in quite a while. Pretty good player, having a slightly down year, I guess, for what people expect of him. I mean, the kid's doing pretty well, in my opinion, but the expectations put on him have been through the roof. I don't know. Blackhawks made a coaching change already. You know, they knew they were going to be in a rebuild for a while. Former New Jersey Devil Taylor Hall coming to town. Man, oh man, what a divisive character in New Jersey Devils history. Taylor Hall single-handedly dragging the Devils to the playoffs in 2017-18. My God, what a great single effort by Taylor Hall. Props to him. I'll never forget that season. Dragged the Devils to the playoffs before Tampa Bay killed us, but really had not much help. He had about 40 points more than the second highest point scorer on the team, which was Nico Hischier. I think Taylor Hall had like 90 or 91, and Nico had like 50 or 51. Huge disparity between him and the next guy. And he earned a Hart Trophy for it as the league's most valuable player. The only Hart winner in New Jersey Devils history. Crazy to think about with all the Hall of Famers and All-Stars that the New Jersey Devils had throughout their franchise history, that Taylor Hall was the first guy to ever win the Hart, but he was, and he remains our only Hart Trophy winner in team history. Wild, wild stat, but should be a good one. Hopefully the Devils take care of business. On paper, this is a game they should win, but again, like I mentioned before, there is no gimmies in this league. Any team can win on any given night, and they got to bring their A game. Hopefully they come out flying again, come out smashing and bashing, play heavier, edgier, more violent for a full 60-minute effort, and the result should be there, or at least it'll be there more nights than it's not. If they continue to play this way, they will win more games than they will lose for sure. One of the only other question marks heading into that game for me is because we don't know Jake Allen's status. I'm assuming someone on the Devils does. You know, their staff knows. Obviously, the fans, we don't know anything. The Devils are super vague with injury reports. But if they are aware that Jake Allen may not be back for any sort of, you know, whether it's 5 days, a week, whatever it is, I'm wondering now in this tandem goalie era we live in where goalies have to be rested because they'll die if they play too much, I'm wondering if we see the NHL debut for young Isaac Poulter, one of the young goaltenders in the organization, called up to back up Markstrom for the past couple games because of Jake Allen's injury. I'm curious, will they give him a start against what on paper is an easier team? Because if they know Allen's not coming back for any sort of time and they're going to have to give Markstrom a rest because God forbid he played a bunch of games, I mean, it would be crazy, right? It's abuse. You would think that's the game to give Poulter if he's going to have to give Markstrom a rest. So I'm very curious to see who's in net. If I had to bet on it, I would think they're going to go back with Markstrom. But again, in this analytics world we live in, they're super obsessed with the rest, and maybe Poulter gets that game. I would love to see Poulter get his NHL debut in before he goes back down to Utica. We don't know how long Jake Allen's out, so it's very hard to predict any of this. And in the tandem goalie era, it's super hard for me to predict who's going to start these games anyway because there is no rhyme or reason to it. But it's a huge one on Saturday afternoon, guys. Saturday afternoon at the Rock, closing out the 5-game homestand, looking to secure points 6 and 7. Who will be in net? I hope Curtis MacDermid's back in the lineup. There's got to be a campaign. 7:31 hockey with Curtis MacDermid in the lineup. You could attribute it to whatever you want. It is what it is. 7:31. It doesn't lie. I don't care what the math team comes up with, the charts and graphs and the analytics on MacDermid. I don't care. The only thing I care about is 9-3-1 in games he's played in. But let me know what you thought about this game in the comments. Let me know what you think about the upcoming Blackhawks game in the comments. Anything, everything, New Jersey Devils hockey, you just throw it out there in the comments. You just throw it out there. I enjoy talking to all of you from all over the world. Stay safe. We got drones. We got UFOs. We got UAPs. We don't know what the hell's going on. New Jersey's crazy. We got congressmen and senators fighting people and the FBI and the CIA and this organization and that organization refuting the rumors. It's all crazy, but one thing I know is that your New Jersey Devils are a damn good team, and they are the only team representing New Jersey and even have it on their chest in some games. Some games we have an NJ logo, but last night we had straight up Jersey on the chest. The only team repping New Jersey, they're damn good. Buckle up, enjoy the ride. This is a good team. I think they're eventually going to be a great team, and you're all going to see. You are all going to see all that magic Fitz did this summer. It's all going to pay off, baby. May and June hockey at the Rock. Let's go. Thank you all for watching. I love you all. I'll be back soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go